my dad had a heart attack in front of me, I would probably wait a day to call 911. First thing that I would do is I would grab everything that was worth value and I would put it into a storage unit or hide it somewhere, because I know my brother and sister, they would be like vultures and swoop down and grab everything. I've busted my ass for 32 years. I've been arrested. I had blood, sweat, and tears to make sure that my dad has made it 61 years. And I would take everything. If it's a heart attack and he's laying on the floor, that's his own problem. I'm just doing what I have to do to get out of there.
Well, that was John talking about his own father. Now, good news, Jim has another son named Jimmy who loves him. But Jimmy says he has no plans of spending Christmas with either one of them, especially if it's anything like last year.
My brother Jimmy and I don't get along at all.
I stopped speaking to my brother Jonathan after he broke my nose on Christmas.
My dad and I were arguing, and my brother thought he had to put his 2 cents in, and I knocked those 2 cents right out of him. Dad and I were yelling at each other. My brother walked down the hallway, started screaming and yelling at me.
He came at me, and I put my hand up to his chest and put him up against the wall. He started swinging his arms and ended up punching me in the face and breaking my nose.
I grabbed my brother around the neck like this, dragged him out into the hallway. I'm punching him like this, and he's bleeding pretty good. I mean, his nose is already busted open, and so I grab his head and I slam it like this into the heater, to our furnace, to the metal part of the furnace, and I slam his head into there 5 or 6 times.
I did file a police report a couple days later.
My brother is exactly like my father. He always loves to start fights. He always loves to cause that drama, and then he has to call the cops.
If my parents die, I don't know what'll happen to my brother. He can't come live with me. I probably would end up killing him.
Let me ask you, what is wrong with these people? Or are you part of this? I mean...
Where can I begin?
I don't know.
This has been going on for years. They've always had a love-hate relationship.
Why is he not outraged by his behavior? Why is he not embarrassed at how unbecoming it is that he says the things he says about his own father? He says it like he's ordering lunch. Yes, I said I would step over his body. Yeah.
That's always been his attitude. He has an I don't give a about anybody attitude. My dad he's afraid to be alone.
You get people to come by and check on you or something, but you got him living in your house and abusing you every day, and that's okay with you?
I've tried to get rid of him, put him out, and the only way, I've asked him to leave. He says, the only way I'm gonna leave, you have to have the cops remove me.
He is praying to find you dead.
Dr. Phil, when they haven't lived together, my dad's blood pressure's under control, he eats right. When my brother's around, my dad's blood pressure's through the roof. He goes off his diet. He at his heaviest, he was 400.
That's because I cook home-cooked meals. I cook chicken. I mean, I cook big entrees. And, my dad...
Well, bully for you.
Right, if he wants to eat them, he can eat them. If he doesn't, he doesn't. That's how I feel.
You can get a meal service cheaper than that. Come on. The guy wants you dead.
Hey, he has said to me before, this was
I'm not talking to you.
7 years ago.
I'm talking to him. He wants you dead. He wants you dead. He says you are an ass. Well, you know what? It's your ass. It's your home. What am I missing here?
I just got to learn how to stop having a big heart. And that's the biggest thing right there.
He's wished me dead before. He's wished me dead before. Worse things than what I've said about him, they've said to me.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.